Hello and welcome to my weekend cigar. I'm Gary Korb, and this weekend I had a chance to smoke the Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego. Yes, these tobaccos have been waiting to be smoked since 2016. I'll have all the details for you shortly, but first, let's get the stats. The Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego is made at Tabacos de Oriente El Paraíso in Danlí, Honduras. The cigar is rolled to 5 3/4 by 46 Corona Gorda. The strength is medium full. The wrapper is a Honduran San Agustin over Honduran binder and filler core. And you'll find the Plasencia Cosecha 151 in boxes of 10 cigars at where else? Famous Smoke Shop, aka famous-smoke.com. Okay, let's check out the origin story on this cigar. All right, last November, Plasencia Cigars announced the arrival of the Cosecha 151 selection, now the third installment in the Cosecha series. Like the previous Plasencia Cosecha releases, the number 151 represents the 151st continuous harvest, or cosecha in Spanish, the Plasencia family has undertaken since the year 1865. Now, by the way, this 151st crop was harvested from Plasencia's Honduran farms in 2016. That means these tobaccos have already had 7 years of fermenting and aging prior to rolling. The one other difference from the previous Cosecha 149 release is that the wrapper on the 151 is a lower priming leaf. Now, the core blend is also all Honduran and sourced from Plasencia's vast tobacco stocks. The Cosecha 151 comes in 10-count boxes, as you can see right here, and it's available in 3 formats, Robusto, Toro, and the Corona Gorda, which I'm talking about today. Now, next up, my Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego experience. But please keep in mind that your experience may be different. Okay, now this 151 San Diego was textbook in terms of its rolling, its firmness, the cap application. The dark brown color of the wrapper is perfectly even too, and the cap cut cleanly and issued a cold draw that had an earthy coffee aroma, like when you reopen the container of coffee, that's what it was like. Now, once lit, the opening puffs were very smooth, a bit nutty and sweet. Now, the smoke was creamy smooth with a nice density to it right away. Now, also, it was a little bit earthy with this thin layer of sweetness. And by the first half inch, the cigar had settled in nicely. And so the first couple of inches were pretty much just as I described. The main difference was there was a little more earth than I expected. Now, I thought I tasted some leathery notes at times too. Just shy of the midsection though, the cigar was still very creamy with a medium plus body. The sweetness faded, resulting in a mix of earth nuts and some woodiness. And once you started to move south from the midsection, earthy flavors yielded this nice cinnamon spice. And the nutty notes were still there, and some of the sweet tobacco actually returned. So with just 2 inches remaining, the cigar was woodier and suddenly became very earthy. I thought that's all she wrote, and I put it down. But believe it or not, a couple of minutes later, I picked it up again just to see if there was anything left to smoke, and it was absolutely delicious, and I got another inch out of it. All right, now don't go away because my final thoughts are next. All right, final thoughts. Now, many years ago, I visited San Diego, California, and I really liked it. Now I can say that for this Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego. Like the 2 previous Cosecha releases, the Cosecha 151 San Diego proved to be an excellent cigar. Now, the main difference was it was a bit darker and earthier than the 149. Now, other than that, it was pretty much spot on every metric. I especially like the San Diego's dimensions and its creamy, earthy flavor profile, not to mention some nice little nooks and crannies that I stumbled on. Now, it's certainly a must smoke for fans of Honduran puros like myself, but I also feel that a fair amount of cigar experience would be to your advantage. And finally, I think the San Diego is really best reserved for relaxing with during the latter part of the day or after dinner with an espresso or a dark rum or bourbon. And there you have it. Remember, you'll find the Plasencia Cosecha 151 San Diego and the many other cigars from Plasencia at famous-smoke.com. For more cigar reviews, advice, and news, follow us at cigaradvisor.com and on all of the popular social media channels. If you like this video, please check like and share it with your cigar smoking friends. For My Weekend Cigar, I'm Gary Korb, and thanks for watching.